Welcome to our Too Posh podcast. I'm your host today, Gabrielle, here with my co-host, my Puerto Rican buddy, Bernie.
Hola.
And we are missing Marcella still. She has the flu. She is out today, which is very unusual not to have her here. So hi, Marcella. I know.
Marcella, we miss you.
I know. And then Spider, hi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go.
There you go.
I appreciate you all.
He can always put us in a good mood with that, can he?
So funny.
And we welcome back our special guest, Alex Gonzalez.
Hello.
Journalist, writer from Dallas, Texas, Plano, Texas. He is incredible. Rolling Stone. Let's go. Hire him.
Hire me, Rolling Stone.
Or Billboard, or GQ, or somebody.
Anything.
He is perfect. So I thought this entire show, we talk a little bit. You are a basically food critic. You go around to restaurants and write about what's good and whatnot. And it is basically geared more for the DFW people, Dallas-Fort Worth people. But if you come visit to Dallas-Fort Worth, listen to the show and hear a few examples that Alex has gone to. And I wanted to ask you because I saw that you were just on a Galleria Restaurant Tour not too long ago. And I want to preface it with Oceanaire is one of my favorite restaurants.
Good.
I've never been to that.
Never.
The one in the Galleria, right? They're talking about. I've never ever eaten there. What kind of food is it?
Seafood? It's seafood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I don't know what you're gonna ask that.
Tell us what you thought.
I really liked it. They had like this really good Nashville hot like fried oyster. It was really good. They also had these really good ahi tuna nachos. For cocktails,
so
they had like this really good blue hurricane type beverage. It was good.
It's great. They have a baked Alaska like for dessert. It's really cool if you go for an anniversary because it's
wait, they have what?
Baked Alaska. It's
Alaska.
called. It's like this humongous thing. It's just basically egg whites, and they bring the fire and they burn it right at the table. Service is impeccable. Their oysters are so fresh. It is
I can't believe
good.
Stacey and I have to go there.
Such a great date
I'll have to
place.
check it
Yes, one of my favorites. And then Mi Cocina, one of my other favorites.
The
is
Mambo
totally
Taxis.
different.
Yeah,
Like a
but
Mambo
they're
Taxis.
so good. Or the limousines.
I like
So
their.
good.
I've never tried the limousines. What's in a limousine?
You've never tried
Basically
it?
a margarita, right?
It's a margarita with Grand Marnier or something.
Chambord.
Chambord,
Yeah,
that's what it
Chambord.
is. And then there's rumors that they put
Crack. Yep.
crack in it.
Crack.
But it's God, what is that alcohol called? That like
Absinthe?
no, young people drink it. It's huge.
Scissor?
Everclear.
Everclear. There's
I was
rumor
like,
that they
I
put a
feel like
little
an
bit
old
of
person. I'm
Everclear
saying
in
all
it.
the stuff. Scissor or what? Everclear. That's not surprising because those things are so strong.
They're so strong.
They're so awesome, though, but they taste so
taste so
good,
good.
and they go down so quick.
Yes.
And yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So-
we'd crave them. We have to go once a week at
God, it
least.
sounds so good right now.
How about you?
I like Mi Cocina. I like their mango margaritas and their Mambo Taxis. Those are really good.
I don't know. I think anything they do alcohol-wise, their frozen drinks are
Oh my gosh,
second
they're
to
the
none.
best.
There's no one else has better
No.
frozen drinks.
They really
anywhere.
don't. And when you go somewhere and you go, like for instance, Media, you just
I love media. It was so
love
good.
Media.
Mexican?
Mexican.
Mexican.
It is, and it used to be in Grapevine. Now it opened in Plano right off the
No, they
tollway.
still have the one in Grapevine,
No,
and they
they
still
do.
have the one
There's
in
a
Flower
second
Mound
one.
too.
Oh, there's a Flower Mound one too.
What do
Very
you
good.
guys like about that?
They have the best tables at guacamole
Really?
of
Yeah, they
anybody.
make it at your
That's
table.
kinda- okay,
It
so
is
what makes it a good
amazing.
guacamole? Because okay. What makes it a good guac?
I don't know, just they make it
Is that good?
tableside with
Fresh
everything. They come up
ingredients,
with the big cart, and
Yeah.
it's very, very good. And they are very interesting because if you tell them we want a Mi Cocina margarita, then they tell you they make it better. They have their
That's
own
called
version. It's
media.
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 Very good
Yeah.
too. Need
I
to try
actually
it.
like media a lot better than I like Mi Cocina.
Why?
Some people,
It's just it's just so good. Like you can tell the ingredients are really quality.
Very,
I
yes.
tried their duck enchiladas. Those were to die for.
Ooh,
honestly,
I don't like duck. It's
You don't like duck?
It's real gamey.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's good. I
You like duck?
Yeah.
I like duck too.
Do you? There's certain meats I don't allow. Like I don't like lamb either. But
And I also had their hibiscus champagne margarita.
Like lamb?
It was like the rim was like coated with like a special hibiscus sugar, and there was like a piece of dry ice.
Yes,
in
they
the
do
cup,
those.
and then it like just
What's
gave it a smoky effect. The hibiscus champagne margarita.
Yes, very good.
Right, at Media.
Yes, Media.
Check that out.
Yeah, but right off the tollway.
Interesting.
Texas, it's right by Eatsy's there.
Oh, I'm Parker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh, I know where that's at.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've never been there
Oh,
before.
there.
I know
Yeah.
exactly where it's at.
Tell us about Legacy Hall.
Legacy Hall. They have like a lot of good restaurants. I remember it first opened like 2 years ago. It was like the coolest thing ever, but a lot of restaurants keep leaving, but they're opening like a lot of new ones. They just opened one called the Italian Job. They have all these really good pasta dishes for like only $10 or less.
Isn't that where it's all the restaurants? There's 3 stories, right? Restaurants at the bottom, and there's a bar at the
Then
second.
the Shops
and then,
of Legacy.
Yeah.
I
West,
know.
Legacy West, right?
Legacy
Yes.
West.
Yeah.
But,
Very cool.
yeah, and they also have a really good frosé. You can get it for $6 at their happy hour. It's
What's a frosé?
It's good?
What is that?
frozen rosé.
Oh.
Makes sense, right?
Interesting.
And it's good?
I know you
It's
say
so
it. I'm like,
good.
okay, that makes
Really?
sense now.
Tell us about Mark Wahlberg's restaurant just came into the Star. Texas Star is the area where
Warburgers.
Jerry
Wahlburgers.
Jones
Jerry
opened the Dallas Cowboys training center, and because of it, it's called the $5 billion mile. That whole area, and there's new restaurants coming all the time. You cannot. I mean, it's unbelievable.
crazy,
It's
for
very
sure.
cool. It's an awesome place. If you come visit Dallas, you have to go there. And there is Mark Wahlberg's restaurant, Wahlburgers.
Do you like it?
opened there.
I actually haven't gotten a chance
I
to go
You
yet.
have not?
No, I've
I've
not,
been
but
there.
it looks cool. Have you been to the one in Frisco?
I went to one in Star,
like it?
and no, it was not.
What
There's
happened?
nothing impressive about it at all. I mean, it's,
Really?
I'm telling you, it's so. I took Jet with me, and him and I went, and there were at the end of the day, there was just for me personally, I didn't like it at all. I mean, it was good, it was fine, but there wasn't anything that stood out. I'm like, oh my god, this is a great burger. They do have sweet potato tater tots, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. It wasn't. I was expecting like this badass, amazing burger. It was okay.
Often when famous people open restaurants, it's very disappointing.
I know, but this one is like, it's Mark Wahlberg. He's like the guy's guy, right?
Yeah,
He's
but
the
we're all-
man's man.
Yeah, well, I just
The
expect a
dude.
lot out of him,
All
but
the
We're
dudes.
also spoiled with good burger places around here.
That is
Whataburger,
true.
Whataburger, I think it's the best burger place around.
Not even the chains, like if you
No.
go to like Deep Ellum, Uncle Uber's sandwich shop is so good.
Keller's.
Where's
Keller's
that
is
at?
Great. Over on Northwest Highway. It's the drive-in.
There's also Jake's Burgers.
Jake's
on
is what I was gonna
Knox,
say.
and it's fucking good.
So
dude.
good.
Yeah.
It's so good. When I used to do a lot of surgery over there in Baylor and UT Southwestern, we used to go there, and it's so good. Hop Dottie, have you had that?
Yes.
Hop
yes.
Dotties is so good. They do this like butter bun. I don't know. I freaking love Hop Dottie.
Have you
Really
gone
good.
to Village Burger Bar?
I have not. I've seen it. I've wanted to check it out, but how is it?
It's pretty good. I don't know. Usually, I'll never say no to a good burger and fries. That's like
Jake's is freaking
Jake's is so good.
awesome. What's your favorite burger spot? Is it Jake's, or am I just making you say that?
I actually really like Uncle Uber's salmon shop in Deep Ellum.
Have you been there, Spot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's across the parking lot from my favorite Deep Ellum spot. So I stop in there every once in a while.
It's called, what's it called again?
Uncle Uber's.
Okay.
Uncle
Get out.
Uber's.
Yeah, it's on Commerce.
Check it out. That's where Cruise the Salons over there on Commerce, right? Or Commerce?
Oh yeah.
Studio 15, 14?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Tell us about this new Latin restaurant in Dallas, Tedesio.
Tedeseo.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
I've heard it's amazing.
It is. It's
Tell us
so
about
good. So it's like by Ty Thaxton, and he's done a lot of stuff for like Ritz Carlton, 60 Vines, and this is his own concept, and it's really good. If you get like the meat board, it's like $98. It's enough to share with but it's like the same price you'd pay at like Texas de Brazil.
What kind
for
of
two
restaurant is
people.
it?
It's like Latin.
And they have
That's
this big. Someone showed it to me. They went there on date night, and they have this humongous steak, like with this big bone in it. It looks
I love those.
crazy,
Yeah, that's good stuff.
crazy.
I don't eat red meat that often, but I do like a good steak.
Yeah.
They have like a dance floor, like
They have a Latin night?
yes,
Really?
like
Live
on
band?
weekends, like at night. They have live bands. They have DJs.
So that'd be cool.
It is pretty fun.
I miss that. Gloria's. I used to love Gloria's because they had their live
They do.
salsa
I like
night.
Gloria's
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
their margaritas too.
Yeah.
I tried
I
to go
like
to Gloria's the other night, and it was an hour wait. I had
Oh.
to go next door somewhere else.
Oh,
People still
man.
love it.
I
Love
was
it.
disappointed.
Food's good too.
I like their food. Yeah. Tell us about Dizzy Brand's alcoholic ice cream popsicles.
Oh gosh.
What is that?
It's basically like they have alcoholic ice cream, alcoholic popsicles. It's tasty. They have like bananas Foster ice cream that's just so good.
Really?
Yeah, I did an interview with the founder, and he, brought me some samples. And I don't really do like audio like interviews. I mean, I record them on my phone, but then I transcribe them like when I type them out later. But whenever I was transcribing it, you can just hear me getting audibly more and more drunk, as I tasted more samples. But it's so good.
So
Really?
we're okay. It's called what again?
Dizzy Brand.
And where's it at?
The headquarters is in Addison, and you can go in there and you can buy some ice cream of your own. But they have some in select restaurants around Dallas.
So is it? So you said it's popsicles is all it is?
It's popsicles and ice cream.
So can you taste the alcohol in it? Obviously, you said that you
can.
Yeah.
You can.
There's a 17% ABV.
Wow. That's a lot.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. No kidding.
That is awesome. I thought. I've not had it.
I have to go check that out.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Alex, tell us about Sugar Daddy's Cakery.
So
Sugar Daddy's Cakery. They have they were stars on Sugar Rush.
They were on
a Netflix
Sugar
show.
Rush on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yes, and they were on the Kelly Clarkson show. It was this same-sex couple, Emilio and Ashton.
Yep, I've met them.
They cool?
Very cool.
Yeah, they're nice people.
So nice.
But yeah, I had done them. I had never actually tasted any of their cakes, but they were really cool people to talk to. The funny thing is, I actually ran into Emilio the other day. Like, I talked to him on the phone, but I had never met him in person. And then I was like, "Hey, Emilio, it's me, Alex. I'm the guy that did the Dallas Observer interview." And he's like, "Oh, hey!" And yeah,
Really cool guy.
yeah, he was pretty cool.
They always bring all the desserts to Justin Johnson's Alyssa Edwards parties, and I met them there, and their stuff is beautiful. I mean, if you
Get them
need
on
that,
here.
I met them. I told them I want them on, so maybe hopefully they'll
Bring some
come on.
cake.
Yeah,
Bring some cake.
they're amazing.
Wow, that's cool.
This is Bernie's new thing now. Get people on that'll bring him stuff.
Bring them food. I know. Awesome. Can we get
Randy started it with the whiskey.
I know the whiskey is where it all started off of. Now you're right.
we're
I want
gonna
some
have
cake. Can we get some sushi, people?
Alex's partner on making drinks.
Dude, this would be a good thing for some very, very good podcast.
Yeah. Tell us about Zip Code Media Cafe in Plano.
So there's this new coffee shop in Plano. They have like a lot of audio recording, video recording equipment. They have a green screen. So if you want to do like special effects, you can. I think it's going to be like a really big hot spot for social media influencers, journalists and other people who work in marketing who need to create content. I myself have not been yet, but I got like an email about it and I thought, wow, this is such a cool concept, because like I spend a lot of my time in coffee shops, just writing.
Right.
So is it like an open thing so everyone can watch you as you're doing your segments, or is it private?
It's open, but you can rent it,
Gotcha.
so you can save it for your own time.
Because I almost want to make what if you're saying the wrong thing or whatnot, just to not, want to make sure it's done right, but not be embarrassed by people, unless you don't give a shit. But I'm just saying.
Tell us, you touched on it earlier, but Better Than Sex desserts in Plano.
Yes.
What is that all about?
It's so good. So all of these desserts are like sex themed. They have the caramel over me shot, so it sounds like come all over me. They also have the between my red velvet sheets cheesecake.
Oh, wow.
Damn, that sounds kind of good.
So all of them are like really sex themed desserts. Like on the menu, whenever you see they have liquors, it's spelled Licker. Like
That's pretty
how
it's
funny.
pretty. It's pretty scandalous. My partner and I went there to try it out. It was really good. They have good wines.
Oh, really?
It's a great date night thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like a good girls' night out. type of
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
That'd probably be awkward for me and my buddies. Like, hey, let's go to the sex
Better Than
shop.
Sex
Yeah,
shop.
they're good.
How about Sidecar Social in Addison? It's a karaoke with live band.
Yes.
Okay, that would be cool.
So
yeah,
cool.
tell us about that.
Yeah, you can choose from like a catalog of songs, and then instead of singing along with a pre-recorded track, you can sing along with a live band.
Really?
Yes.
What is that called?
Live band karaoke, and this is over at Sidecar Social in Addison.
Yeah, I was like, man, I found out all these things all because Alex writes about it.
Dude, that's super cool.
I mean, how
live
cool is
band
that?
social.
Yeah. And he wrote
It's called Sidecar Social, and they have live band karaoke.
Oh, Sidecar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Cut by Cinemark.
That's basically in Frisco. It's a new theater that has like a full service restaurant and bar.
I think it's
inside
in
of it.
Prosper. Isn't it in Prosper?
It's between
It's
that.
it's right on 380. I live right down the road from there. It's awesome. It's so awesome. But I think it's more expensive. The tickets are a little more pricey.
It's kind of expensive, yeah.
But it's I took my son and one of his friends, and it was like $80. But I mean, you get popcorn and all that crap. But it was probably it's about $80 or $100. But you get the reclining seats, and it's like very luxurious.
Right.
But
pretty luxurious.
yeah, for a movie theater. I mean, movies used to be like a whole family could go for $15 or $20. No, not anymore. Now it's like one person, $20.
They're all luxury theaters now because no one wants to go to a regular spot.
Yeah, they lean back.
Like it's way more comfortable to just watch something in your own house.
Yeah. But
well, now they have
what you got in your book over there?
just some notes.
Tell me.
Basically, just like of restaurants that I like.
Tell me. I need to know.
Favorite restaurant?
Yes.
What's your favorite top restaurant?
There's so many in Dallas. I really like Parigi over in Oakline. It's basically like a fusion of French and Italian food. There's Gung Ho on Lower Greenville. It's like really good Asian food. 60 Vines. They have really good wine and pasta pairings.
They actually have an Austrian wine.
What's an Austrian wine taste like?
Austrian wine usually has way less preservatives than American wine, and you don't get hungover and all of those kind of things. I mean, it's way better. Of course, I'm from there, but it's the truth. And you can't find it very easily, but what were you saying?
I want to test out that don't get hungover.
Yeah, you can test it. I promise. We used to have an Austrian ball here, and they flew in all the wine from Austria.
Really?
All my American friends.
What happened to the bar? Shut down?
The ball?
Oh, ball.
It was like a ball, and the Lufthansa wouldn't pay for the band to fly over anymore, and then it wasn't the same after that. But it was really cool. So, what else do you got in your secret black book? Look.
See, over in Plano, if you're going to go to Legacy West, you definitely need to try Booyah Gastrobar. They have really good Spanish tapas. They have paella.
Where is it at? Because I live over there, and I've...
It's right behind the Renaissance Hotel. Booyah, Bulla.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay, I've never been.
It's basically all inspired. It's inspired by Spain. It's really good.
Oh, very cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried that sushi restaurant, Kai?
Yes, it's so good.
Kai's could have been there?
Where is that?
Kai, it's in Legacy West. It's right by, what are the Earls?
It's good?
Next to Earls. It's right across from Taverna.
It's
and,
good?
the owner of
it's really
Taverna
good.
is also the owner of Kai.
Yeah.
So...
It's a cool. So I haven't been in a few months. I haven't actually been in a long time, but it's a cool. It's when it first opened up, it was really hotspot busy, and then it's just died down. But it's a cool setting. You go. It's on the second floor. You get either you can walk upstairs or you take an elevator there. It's a beautiful setting, and the food's pretty good. And they do a DJ on Thursdays and Fridays, I think, or Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. Do you have something else for us?
What would you like to know, Gabby?
What's in your book?
Hold on.
I see this book. I want to know everything that's in it.
What is is there a restaurant that you have that you could say that was one of your worst experiences?
I don't want to put anyone on blast on here, but I have had some, less than perfect experiences. But I mean, I think Dallas has a lot of good places that make up for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest places to make a restaurant business work.
Dallas is hard to
make
anything
It is harder
work.
than New York.
Oh yeah, if you make it 3 years, you're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Nightclubs don't last long. Bars we don't last long either.
Nope.
So.
No. Lots of turnover.
Yeah.
What about North Italia? What do you think of that?
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've eaten there once.
It's kind of expensive, but it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, most of that stuff is expensive. You go in the Legacy West area and all that stuff. It's pretty pricey. Legacy West is a decent price, but it's a bunch of different bar restaurants in there.
I mean, all of we have so many restaurants here. It's insane.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
what's your favorite restaurant?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oceanaire is one of my favorites.
Oceanaire is so good.
I mean, that is definitely one of my favorites. And then Table 13
I've been there.
in Addison is a little secret spot. Have you gone there?
I've been inside. I haven't actually been there to eat, but
you need to go there one time and write about it because it was built after Frank Sinatra.
Really?
Basically, it's like, I always say it's my mafia restaurant I go to when I want to feel like I am my mafia days.
That's so funny.
They have live music, and the live music is as such that you can still have conversations. If you
Really?
have the table right up front, I call that the mafia table for sure. They
It's
have
it's your table?
Yeah, it's my
Bart?
table. It's the food is great. It's a really, you would never expect it when you see it from the outside.
Wow.
What you
What's
find
it-
on the
what's it called
inside.
again?
Table 13.
Check that out.
I think people need to try it.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely awesome. I think we need to go to our 2 segments.
Okay.
Hello.
Marcella.
Hi.
Feels so-
Sounded
sound
enthusiastic.
So
So
awesome. I
sad.
know you do sound sad. That's such a
sorry.
nice way to do it. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, there we
Hi, Miss
Oh.
Polly.
Can we play the jingle, please?
Maybe.
Please.
Maybe.
This is Penis and Pussy Talk with Miss Polly.
No one ever gets used to that. I think I'm a little used to it, and we are, but no guess to.
I'm all here for this. I'm here for this.
I know. Alex, he is so awesome. I have a question, Miss Polly. This
Okay.
one is a very interesting one. Is everyone ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Go.
No.
Why do toxic men have the best dick?
Oh, wow.
What?
I'm going to cut
Wow.
that off. I'm going to save that.
Wow.
What do you say?
I'm going to cut that out and save
I
that
don't
for later use.
That's pretty
The
awesome.
question being,
I knew he'd do that.
why do jerks and assholes and those kind of guys, the bad guys, always have the best sex? Is that kind of sort of what you're...
No, she said
Don't
dicks.
No,
She said dicks
that's not what she
specifically.
said at all.
She was pretty specific in that question. It was very black and white. There was no room for gray on that.
Okay. I'm not really sure because...
Whoa, you're
Here's
kind
the
of
thing.
stumped on that one. I wasn't expecting that at all from you.
Well, I'm kind of trying to figure out how to answer. I mean, in terms of,
Direct.
I think we want to think that oh God, I don't even know.
Wow, Miss
Why?
Polly,
That's a
this is a first.
That's a
Alex is
first.
bringing out all the firsts in this
Oh,
show.
good Lord. Go ahead and give the direct answer.
Because I think that it's that level of danger or mystique.
I can't. This is one I
Maybe
can't
that-
speak to. Like,
You
I
really
mean,
can't.
I have no idea what
Well, you would not have any idea how that works.
No, not
but-
at all.
I wonder
know.
if women think that about you.
Oh,
Huh. I
wow.
don't know.
I tell people I have a dangerous dick.
That you are a dangerous dick, or you have a dangerous dick.
Yes.
All of the above.
Marcella, what
All
do you
of the
think?
above?
Marcella, what do you think?
I don't know, but couldn't you flip it like with girls though too? Like girls, like the craziest girls.
Why
Crazy
do
girls have the best
women have
pussy?
the best pussy?
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think either one of those is really true.
I don't think it's true either.
Because I've
I don't.
heard,
I don't really either.
I don't think that's true. What were you gonna say, Spider?
I've had friends tell me how unemployed dudes have the best dick. And I was like,
What?
that kind of makes sense because they have all day to practice.
No, I don't know. I think that there's just some people who, I mean, I don't know. I'm stumped right now because I think there's some. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. Even if you flip it around
No.
for the girl thing, I think it's just there's some
I
people who are
think
great in
that
bed.
it's
There's some shitty people in
because-
bed.
I think it's just because they're like emotionally unavailable or toxic in
They put
that
all the
regard.
sex.
So they don't have emotions. So they really, truly, believe it or not, I have a friend whose previous partner, I guess, was one of those types of, he was all about the performance and was not really worried about whether she got off. It was more along the lines of, I'm going to fuck you like the porn stars do.
That's horrible.
And that was
That doesn't
his
even
whole
sound
thing.
exciting.
Yeah, you get slapped doing that sometimes.
What do you think, Alex?
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Why do toxic men have the best dick?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm toxic.
Have you had someone toxic?
That's funny.
There you have it.
But no, but speaking in general, I think the reason, and not even sexually, I think the reason we, go back to toxic people is because, you know, we've seen them at their best. You know, we've seen them, you know, when they're trying to be good for us. And, you know, we imagine that person is who that person is. And, you know, we want to, you know, be able to bring that good person back. We want to see the good in that person, and we want to bring that person back. But, and, you know, even if that means, you know, pleasing them sexually, you know, just so they can be the best version of themselves. I don't know.
That's a
I know
very
it's a complicated
answer. That was like the wise.
Yeah,
you were like really wise in a lot of your responses, man.
I don't know. I try to be. I studied psychology in college,
Clearly.
Wow,
That's good.
clearly.
but I don't know. I can't really speak to it.
No, I think that was a great answer. So I think we need to go question of the day.
The two posh girls ask the question of the day.
How do we feel about guys with earrings?
I think it's out of style. There's nothing in style about it at all anymore. I had an earring when I was younger.
Of course you did.
I did, and but I always laugh when I see like an older guy with a diamond stud. I think that's the stupidest look. That's my opinion. But it depends. If it's like someone has that. Oh shit!
Alex is taking apart the studio right now.
You all right?
Just like
I think if it's someone who looks the part, it goes them. But I just think it's just not in style anymore.
Right.
My dad had one all the time.
A humongous diamond.
Does he still wear it?
He doesn't. He's not alive
yeah,
anymore, but he did.
Oh, sorry.
Always.
I was thinking Patrick.
No.
I was thinking, wow.
Patrick did have earrings.
But that's the whole thing. At one point, that was really
a really cool thing.
It's not cool anymore. So if you're wearing earrings, gents, stop.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, for me, it's like do whatever makes you happy. I mean, my partner has them and he makes it work. It looks good on him. But there have been a couple of occasions where my partner and I were
occasions.
There have been a couple occasions where my partner and I were, you know, doing the deed, and I accidentally knocked his earring out during sex, and I made his earlobe bleed.
No.
Yes.
All right. Porn star. What?
It was mortifying. I was so embarrassed, and you know, I mean, it's one of those things we just kind of giggle about now, but like at the time, you know, it was.
You're like, oh my gosh.
Like, oh fuck, I made his ear bleed. But,
do I want to know what you guys are doing to make
Thank
that
God nothing else was bleeding. Miss Polly.
I don't know. I think, I don't know. I just remember when Harrison Ford, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, got his pierced, and it was like, it only works up to a certain age, I think, and then it's just kind of not.
Yeah,
not
I could see that.
Only, but if they're like super cool older guys, like that are really from head to toe,
I don't think so. I don't think
know.
it looks good at
Indiana
all.
Jones is a pretty super cool older guy, but no.
That's the thing. I think that if they're like, if you think of Indiana Jones or, you know, someone who's clean cut, it just doesn't look right. One earring doesn't look right.
It doesn't.
I don't know. It makes not style anymore.
I don't think it's in style anymore, but I always think about my dad with his, and he was way older with an earring all the time.
Yeah, but he can snap it. He can snap his fingers and kill someone with the snap of a finger. So he looked awesome with it.
It fit him, I guess you could say. Spider?
Yeah.
I don't care either way.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever makes
Wear
you
what
happy.
you want to wear.
All right. On that note, thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank ya.